Welcome to the Discard Pile. I'm your host, John Corbett. It's October 15th, 16th? Something mid-October. It's mid-October. All right. My first guest, he's a friend of the show, Josh Sheets from Cincinnati. Welcome, Josh.
Thank you, thank you. Glad to be here.
And my other guest, he's new to the show, all the way from, I didn't even know he was Canadian, Alberta. Alan, is it Gould or Gold?
Gould.
Gould, okay. So you have a kicker in NFL, right, Josh? Rob, is it spelled the same way, Robbie Gould?
It is spelled that way, yes.
Okay, because in Canada they just pronounce it different. All right, Alan. All right, I got an obligatory Canadian question. Man, when's the Canadian team going to win the Stanley Cup, dude?
Oh, fuck if I know. I'm one of those Canadians that doesn't care about hockey. I'm in Edmonton. We haven't had a good hockey team since Gretzky.
If they hear you, they will come and get you if they hear you say that. You can't say that it's on the internet. It's everywhere.
No, I come from a football family. My brother's a quarterback. My family's football.
Oh, like real football, not like Euro football.
Yeah, I'm not going to hear something about Argonauts. Someone play for the Argonauts.
Well, my brother did a couple years in Europe, so that's American rules football.
No, it's true that didn't the CFL have two teams called the Argonauts at the same time? Is that
the two Rough Riders.
Oh, it's two teams called Rough Riders?
Yep.
That's what it was. All right, forget about that. Josh, since you're my boy from Cincinnati, I've been switching up. You know, there's an election coming up, so I don't want to read anything political. I read my boy Mike Schmidt's book. I'm halfway through Moneyball. Bill sent me some Moneyball. Now you're a Reds fan. I'm a Phillies fan. Screw those books. We throw them on the ground. Pete Rose, man, what are we gonna do? We gotta get our boy to Hall of Fame, right? You agree with me?
I do. He's been out for 25 years now, give or take. Yeah, he needs in, but there's other things they're dealing with right now. I mean, are you gonna have Bonds make it in? He's not even banned, and he kind of cheated too. So.
Yeah, but there's your different sins. Like gambling is actually the worst sin in baseball. It's actually worse than steroids. But the moral of the story is, and the funny thing in the Mike Schmidt book is he tried to broker a deal back, I guess, I don't know, early 2000s. He tried to sit down, him, Pete Rose, and Bud Selig, and Selig had a one-on-one alone, and I guess he felt that Pete Rose didn't feel bad about it still. You know.
No, it was a while after that the apology for everything came down.
Yeah, he kind of did like a Neil apology, like he said sorry, but he really don't give a so
wow, that's cold.
He's not going to get reinstated until Bud is out of that job, and Bud's out of that job soon, and hopefully, get him in the Hall of Fame before he croaks, for Christ's sakes.
No, it'll be posthumous.
All right, so even before we didn't do a cold opening really this time, but I have my girl back here. We're having a Walking Dead debate because they just had the season premiere, and I missed there's a post-credit scene. This is new to me in TV shows. This is wrong, right? This should only be in Marvel movies. I don't like this post-credit stuff in TV shows.
Well, especially if places in the reruns and so forth, they start running the credits really small and running other commercials over that. That's going to be an issue.
Yeah, Walking Dead's already in syndication, I believe. I don't know. I was also watching another thing. People has it jumped the shark yet? Do you watch the show, Alan?
Walking Dead, no.
No, never did. Never got like no zombies.
Nah, we don't have cable. We're a Netflix house, so.
Oh yeah. I too. I have a cable too. Yeah, me and cable, we have an on and off relationship, and I'm about to break up with cable again. I was a Netflix only guy for a while, and my cable bill in Texas cable they're a ripoff like everywhere else. And I don't know, Josh. You think Walking Dead is it jump the shark? I know it's the same thing every year, but
getting really, really close. There's limited stuff they can still do. Yeah, the comic book's gone 120-something, 130-something issues probably by now, but yeah, as far as the TV show goes, they're about to that point.
Yeah, and someone had a good point in the one thing I watched. It needs an end game. I mean, comic books are supposed to go on forever. That's what comic books do. But a TV show is probably better if you wrap it up in 6 or 7 seasons. But AMC is probably going to squeeze every every dime they can get out of this show. But I don't know. I still, even
For
I
another
watched
few
it. It's
years.
the same thing. But at the end of, even after the season premiere, at the end, it was I'm emotionally invested in these characters. 5 years. It's like I got to see what happens to these crazy bastards at the end of it. Switching to real world half trek, Commander William Willard Decker. Oh man, he's touching little girls, man. Breaking my heart. Seventh heaven. Ellen.
Have they charged his butt yet?
No, he never got charged because it's just his wife. Well, that's a different topic. I'll get to in a minute.
Yeah.
But just oh man, see, you can't trust anybody these days. I wish I could live in a nice, wholesome place like Canada where these things don't happen.
Well, the thing that gets me is I haven't heard anything. I was just looking here, and they're investigating, but it's those ones where you got the wife, and then you've got somebody who complained like for something back in the 70s, which I mean is like literally before I was born. So at this point, it's, you know what, wake me up when they've actually put a charge in. Because up till now, it's, people doing, like, it's an easy accusation to make, and...
Well, it's shitty because the wife doesn't care about crime and punishment. She cares about money. And that's what, she just wants to destroy, she destroyed his career. She don't care about if he goes to jail. And I guess she taped the dude while they were in therapy. She got him to come into therapy, and then she pulled, I guess, a Roger Sterling type deal. Right? This is fucked up. I know I have some, He-Man woman hating issues, but Josh, tell me, if a chick is, I don't care what we'll get to if the punishment fits the crime. I guess I don't know. The ends justify the means, but being taped in therapy, that's wrong, right?
The first thing I thought of when I saw this and what was happening and that he got taped in therapy and all that, first thing I thought of was the Donald Sterling LA Clippers thing. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's probably a really, really bad thing if he did it and that he's saying stuff like this and all that, but this probably should never have come out the way it did.
Yeah, the wife knew about this the whole time. She had to always know.
They're in the middle of a divorce hearing or something, aren't divorce issue that, I mean, this is going to get her paid.
Alan, you're married. Wife, you're married, right? Your wife wives know if you're into some freaky shit. If you're a creeper, right?
It's hard to duck it, yeah.
Who knows what crazy Canadian stuff goes on up there? We don't.
Hey, the winters are long and the nights are dark.
Yeah, if I was Canadian, I have double the kids I have now, and it's all right. The last and I don't know. My boys, they're watching YouTube and they're watching other people play video games while they're commentating on it. There's a site called Twitch, and it was bought for like $1 billion by one of the big companies, Amazon or somebody like that. Just this whole concept is kind of new and strange to me, watching other people play video games. If I have time to watch somebody play some PlayStation, I'm going to get my ass on the PlayStation. I don't know, Josh. What is this phenomenon? I'm just getting old. I don't get it.
I never really was a gamer, but I mean, it's one thing if I'm sitting on this couch watching them and harassing them in person and stuff, but just to pick some random person over the internet and just watch, probably, yeah, I don't quite get that either.
Yeah, they're making money doing it. That's the strange part. It's
the new pro sports, right? You don't watch the football game, you watch the StarCraft guys.
So
my daughter watches guys playing Minecraft, and it's like, okay, I don't see the appeal, but she's hooked on it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's I don't want to say a nerd thing because we're all.
Depending if they're making enough money on it, you may have seen the the kindergarten teacher or elementary school teacher that quit to go do twerking on Vine, and she's now getting paid more for that than she ever was as a teacher.
Professional twerker. Oh, that's a business card right there.
Isn't it though?
You can make a career out of it. It's like working a regular job. I mean, I don't know. I guess kids, if you're not into sports, I'm saying the time investment. If I have time to watch somebody play a video game. I'm just going to play a video game, and why am I going to watch a guy level up his character when I could be in there leveling up my character?
Because they're doing like because I watch some of them. Like I watch some of the Let's Plays, and it's hey, this game sounded interesting, but you can watch somebody play it and talk about it, and you find out, okay, like, would I actually want to play this or not? Without having to go out and drop $60 on Destiny or something, right?
Yeah, but I guess also because they're running commentary, the guys are talking to each other while they're playing a game, and I don't know, maybe they're funny, but I don't know anything I've seen. I don't know, I've seen it, and I guess it's just another thing to show me that I'm getting old. I don't understand these damn kids and their rock and roll. All right, so going into this, Josh, you said you had some topics that you were scared about. What's scaring you these days? We were talking all that last show about what everybody's afraid of.
Okay, well, let's see here. Since you moved to Texas, the now what is Ebola capital of America?
Big eye. Are you saying that?
I'm not blaming you on Ebola on you. No. No, the whole thing of, yes, people are catching it here while they're treating them. If we didn't want it here, why did we specifically bring them back? If you're bringing it here, something bad's going to happen.
Well, I don't think they brought it here like in a suitcase, Josh. Like people caught it.
No, they brought people that were infected here. They specifically flew them in.
And stuff. Yeah. The guy who got in Dallas didn't get brought here. He just came off a plane. He was visiting family or whatever. And then the nurse. This isn't so much. People should be scared of Ebola. It should be, more scared of the incompetent workers there who, I guess when they're taking off the contamination gear, that's when they didn't do it right. And then when he walked into the Dallas hospital and he said, "Hey, I just got off the plane from Africa and I got a little cold," they're like, "Come back. Hey, here's some Tylenol." Like, they're gonna know about that ahead of time, being nurses and medical workers. So that's just people not being good at their jobs. It's Ebola. You got to die of something. Everyone, Alan's fine. He's Canadian. I'm not a doctor, but you can't get it in Canada. It's too cold up there.
Well, since you are going to be, I'm assuming you're going to try for going to one of the Masters that's coming up, either San Diego or Maryland. Do we now have to worry about you as a Ebola risk coming into Trek?
Oh, I see now. Am I going to be quarantined? Well, maybe there's a lot of things I might have. I don't know. I came up clean. I got health care now that I moved to Texas. Obama finally started sprinkling health care in America, but then I moved to Texas, got a job, and got some health care. So I've been tested, Josh. If you want me to bring my blood work, I'll happily. I've got a clean bill of health. And that's knock on wood after those girls back in Jersey. You never know. There's a couple. So you switched it to Trek there. We have our first Masters announcements. Not a minute too soon. San Diego's in December, I think, and then Maryland, Baltimore area is in early December. That's early December. When's San Diego?
Like January 2nd or something.
Yeah. So right away they broke the rule of spacing them out every 3 months, which is kind of the point. So, you excited, Josh? You ready to go to one of them? Where are you going?
I'd love to go to both of them. I'd like to get out to San Diego at some point. If anything, the Maryland one has a slightly better chance of happening. But you mentioned that every 3 months spacing them out. If you do that, you're going to land one right in the middle of regionals. You're going to land one right in the middle of continentals or worlds.
Well, I mean, obviously you could move them around a month. You're going to have them during. Because that's a separate deal. I mean, you obviously don't put one in August during a Gen Con, but you would have one maybe a month and a half before, and I mean, it's just scheduling. People can always put that out. You're going to have one in the summer, which is what Minnesota would. That's right. Isn't it the whole point of having one in Minnesota? You would obviously do that one in the summer because, I mean, Alan would know. I don't like freezing I don't like the cold weather, man. It's another.
They had Minnesota got Nationals East.
A
couple of years ago, and it was in the end of January, and I made the trip up there, and I don't think it ever made it above 34 degrees the entire weekend.
34, that's balmy for January.
I know. No, that was the high the entire weekend.
Yeah, I mean, that's January. That's going to happen. I don't know. Hopefully they get it. I looked at San Diego. Prices in San Diego, a little too high for me. Plus, I don't really know the hookups in San Diego. I've never been out there. And as of today, after I had a little conversation with our vice chairman, and I looked at Southwest, that's actually really cheap to fly out to Baltimore, BWI. And I think that's where I flew in the last March for CorbettCon, and that's actually where I flew out of to go to Gen Con because I did a little sweep back home before I went to Gen Con. So BWI is a good little airport, get you in and out of there. So you can do that trip for $200. And if you're flying somewhere to play Trek for a weekend and you can do it for $200, that's a good deal. You really can't bitch about that. So should we have more
Southwest
warning?
doesn't fly here.
What's that?
I went and looked it up. Southwest doesn't fly to Edmonton.
Oh, yeah, true. But see, Southwest doesn't care about any other countries.
Yeah. So for us, it's $600 is the round trip, which going stateside, that's not bad. I can get to Vegas cheaper, but well.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I mean,
Vegas.
yeah, it's but this. I mean, but we're trying. I know North America. I know. I'm trying to be diplomatic for our Canadian players, but I mean, there's only so much we can't. What do you want us to do? We can't. Like Australia, they complain about stuff. You're on the other side of the planet. What are you going to do? You can't. There's only so much. You can have everybody sacrifice. So hopefully these work. We also have a new organized play director. I've been in contact with him regarding Masters, hopefully trying to set something up. Josh, your boys with MVP. You like the choice?
I think he could do very good. I really hadn't seen a whole lot on it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, him.
That's usually that's standard operating procedure.
Yeah, was there like an election thing, or is this just like handpicked, tapped? You are the new in the running. Would you be interested for this type thing?
I think they sent out a thing and said if you want the job, send us a heads up.
You apply for it. They do interviews and all that crap.
Oh, okay.
And, Alan, speaking of, we've had the period of reviews. God bless you for wanting to moderate that nonsense. I don't know. We did the second edition one. I don't know what we really accomplished, asking a lot of goofy design questions. Coming up is organized play. I don't know. We got to wait for Michael Van Bremen. I don't know, Alan. You think this? What are you getting out of this?
Well, I think to me, the thing is, it's for the rest of the year, like, we're just trying to get shit done. And you can't do everything in public because, well, some people just don't want to, like, they don't care how the laws and the sausage get made, right? Like, you just can't be showing off all of this stuff all year because some people just don't care. So this is the once a year where it's the, hey, everybody has to stand up and get the tomatoes thrown at them and why'd you do it this way, and this sucked, and you suck, and do this better, and and every once in a while there's enough of an uproar that the guy just goes away instead, right? So
this is just a chance for everyone to get up and take their licks and let the trolls bitch about what they're going to bitch about.
Oh, we're good at that.
Yeah, we are. I mean, but that's how it's always been. That's how it's always been, and how it's always going to be.
I mean, the only thing you do is you could do the general election bit and make everybody vote every year. But again, a lot of people, you want to come, you want to get your cards, you want to play your tournaments. I mean, it's your year to sit there and say, hey, I did rules this year. What did you think of it? And everybody says, well, I like this, I didn't like that. You're a piece of this. You're awesome. You take what you can out of it, and then you go back to getting stuff done. So,
or not getting stuff done in some cases.
Yeah.
I think everybody forgets that it's like, I mean, Charlie does that like it's volunteer, but that's not an excuse. And it's like, well, it's not that. It's this is a volunteer gig. Like, yes, doing this, that, or the other thing would take, it's 10 hours of work. Well, how many hours a week do you think everybody's putting in, right? Everybody's got jobs and lives and spouses and kids and bowling night or whatever the hell it is. Like,
oh, well, yeah, I know. Well, that was the one point. I think I might have mentioned this on the last show that Charlie said something about, I don't want to play the volunteer card. I guess he was talking about Dan, but then he starts playing the volunteer card. And it's true. Yeah, I think what we learned, and some people still need to learn when you volunteer for the committee, is that you get to the point where you can't do the job, or you need help doing the job. You just have to tell Charlie, hey, or like, Dan, I'm having a kid. Like, well, I need someone to help out, or people gotta
Oh,
people
yeah.
probably try to do too much and then
Yeah.
don't want to give up the work when they can't do
Well,
it.
and I mean, and John, you got kids. I mean, you know for sure. Like kids are, everybody's like, oh, kids are wonderful. No, kids are massive ass time sinks. You know, you think it's like, oh, you're gonna stay home. I stayed home with 3 months with my daughter, and everybody did that. Oh, you're gonna have so much time. I got nothing done. Well, okay, I got lots done. I changed diapers and I made googly noises and we went for walks. But I mean, like free time, my entire ass. Yeah.
No, it's not so much kids. I mean, I think when guys say they use their kids as an excuse, they're really saying is my wife is sucking up my time, and the wife it's not. Not that. Yeah, maybe I just neglect my kids. No. Trust me.
Well, no, my wife went back to work. So when my daughter was between like 4 and 6 months old, my wife went back to work she does field work in the oil sands, and I was off work and I was the stay-at-home dad for 3 months.
Okay, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, yeah, but it is.
Not work. Yeah, no.
Everyone says like, oh, you're gonna have all this free time. No, the hell you don't.
Well, yeah, not doing it. There's a reason why this show's on at 11 o'clock my time is because I got to put the drunk midgets to bed before. If not, they'd just be running around screaming and stuff. So, but yeah, people got to realize it's a job you sign up for. You can't sign up for a bunch of work when you got 3 kids and a wife running around. You just can't. You got to know what you're signing up for. And like I said in the period of review, especially when it comes to playtesters, the work is the back patting still. I see too much of it. Of people congratulating themselves and just do the job. I got a lot of shit going on. I'm trying to wrap up. I'm trying to get errata out. That's been blocked up. I'm just gonna bitch here for a minute like a woman. The errata is blocked up. We're waiting through art. I'm gonna break down the fourth wall too on this show. Charlie's in the chat room now, probably gonna have a brain hemorrhage. We got Donna. I guess maybe I might have mentioned on one of the reviews that we didn't have a design meeting for a month or a month and a half. That we've had meetings. I'm trying to revamp playtesting. I'm going to try to do something new instead of trying to get people together for playtesting. I'm going to do something new called focus groups, where I try to bring playtesting to people, and then get feedback and stuff from that. So hopefully, you just got to do what you can. And if you can't do something, try to find someone else that can do it. That's all you can really do in the committee. Anything else you scared of, Josh? What else you scared of?
Oh, let's see here. Now, and this is something, last time I actually saw you, you swore you wouldn't ever do it, but now you play tribbles. What changed?
First of all, I not only have I play tribbles, I know ever since Gen Con, I've had I did pretty good at Gen Con with the tribbles. I come home, and I haven't won a triples game. I gave Brady my Gen Con deck, and she's crushing it. And then every week she's like, we're playing triples, right? We're gonna play triples. So Brady's turned into, she's a goddamn triples whore. That's what she is. She won a couple triples games, and now she's thinks she's hot shit. And Constance is kind of lukewarm on it, but she's getting to that age where she don't want to do anything. She's early preteens. It's getting to that point where it's like she wants to sit in a room, and it's got to be a phone. It's got to be, I don't know, Instagram.
App.
Yeah, but Connor loves it. But yeah, so it's more of a family deal. But I'm a punching bag. I'm a triples. I try new stuff. I still can't. I can't figure it out. My triples run was quick and painless. Speaking of nerd topics, I don't know why I was thinking this. Maybe because I was watching Voyager, which is always a mistake.
Yeah, usually.
Now, we'll try to put this delicately. When Voyager came along, we got Tuvok. We got our first Black Vulcan, and I'm all for it, man. I liked it. But wasn't it messed up statistically that his wife was also black? Statistically.
Well, how many Vulcans have they ever actually shown? Like what?
They've seen a lot of Vulcans, at least up to that point in Trek 25, right? I don't know. I'm just taking a wild guess.
I don't know about that many.
In all the movies,
Okay, if you include the movies.
I don't know, man. Right? It's just. I think that was the first one we got.
The affirmative action guy.
So either two things are going down here. Either there's no interracial marriage on Vulcan, which is fucked up, or two, since they bond them young. I think so. I think that was said in the original series. They only bond black Vulcans together, which is even more fucked up. I'm thinking there's some racial issues on Vulcan. Is this just me? Am I spending too much time thinking about this?
You probably are, but it could actually be a legit complaint.
Well, Voyager, the whole show is racist. All right, Alan, tell me one thing about Chakotay besides him being Native American. Go.
He used to be a boxer, and
Wow.
I don't know. The only thing I remember about Chakotay is that the actor wanted to get out, and they wouldn't let him. So he acts like a log because he's trying to get out of his contract. Like you were literally watching a guy cashing a paycheck for 7 years.
It was like the Asian guy in Godzilla, Ken Watanabe or whatever.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's just there to say the one line, let him fight. And the rest of it, he just mailed it in. He's like, this movie, oh boy. I didn't know he was a
It's
boxer.
like watching Ron Perlman in Pacific Rim, you know.
Give Alan the gold medal for being a nerd. All I knew was one that he was Janeway's bitch. He always bitched up to Janeway every time, and that he really wanted to bang Seven. There was a couple episodes where he was like he was just not an alpha male. He's the epitome of the beta male Chakotay. It was just everything, and then I don't know. So yeah, Voyager's racist. I guess we all can agree. A bunch of white guys. Let's agree that a show from 15 years ago is racist.
Exactly.
Well, what killed me about it is you got Voyager, where the biggest complaint is we're doing Lost in Space and nobody bloody dies on the show. You know,
Nobody
like,
that's important.
well, yeah. I mean, other than your generic Star Trek red shirts, but I mean, the ship is ship shape every week. It's like, so you got an actor who wants to go, and is doing a very good job of showing that he is just going to sit here and read the lines. Why didn't they kill his ass off? Let him go, blow out the door, and make it a big, oh my god, we could kill people off. I mean, you don't have to ever do it again, but like, why wouldn't you kill off the guy who don't want to be there?
I mean, they let Denise Crosby out of TNG. That was mid-season
that worked out
one.
well for her. Yeah. No, that was season finale, wasn't it?
What?
They should have killed everybody on Voyager after season 3. She should have just whoops. That should have been a nice sad ending to the show. They just get blown up.
I like some of them. There's some good Voyager episodes. They just never. They're not in a row.
No, I always said about Voyager, I've probably mentioned this plenty of times, that Voyager is nuggets of gold in a big steaming pile of monkey shit. That's Voyager. Some of my favorite episodes are Voyager, but there's so much bad, it outweighs the good. Well, that's all I got, Josh. You scared about anything else before? I think we really touched the hot topics on this show today. Video games, Voyager, and Commander Willard Decker touching. That's why he was in such a hurry to get the hell out of town on Voyager, because the feds were coming after his ass.
Well, the other thing that came up for this Stephen, what's his name? Decker. They're saying that's early. Yeah, whatever the heck his name is. That's early 70s. Like they're saying, well, he touched, a teenager. Well, the guy was 22.
You still can't do that, Alan. I don't know where you're. I don't know.
But it's
Canada, man.
They sit there and they're saying, it's this guy, and they're doing that. And they got the pictures of 70-year-old dude sitting there, and he was touching young girls. It's like, yeah, he was 20. He was college aged. Like there's a bit of a difference in 20 guy hitting up the high schoolers versus 60-year-old man, right?
You know what? If he's touching little kids or whatever, he should. Yeah, his career's over, and if there's a criminal way to get it, go after him. My problem is no one goes after the wife. The wife knew about this shit. All wives do, and then she's doing it just for the money. How come? I think Bill Burr has a bit about an epidemic of gold digging whores, and this falls right into the category. Like all she cares about is money, and then the press will just make her out to be some kind of victim in all this, and she's actually an accomplice, right, Josh? She's part of the problem. She knew about don't leave him alone with the kids. She knew that back in the 70s and the pool parties
She
and
knew.
all this stuff, and he was.
Which makes you wonder if she knew about that and was okay with it. What all kind of stuff did she do?
She was okay with it when he was a money-making actor. When he was flying the Starship Enterprise, and then when he was the Reverend, whatever it was on with little tiny Jessica Biel. So that's it. You know what? Everyone's guilty.
Insert joke here.
Yeah. I might give him a pass on Jessica Biel. Wow, that's fucked up. Anyway, what a weird thing to end the show on. I'm always negative, like always. All right, I think I said we hit all the hot topics. I think we really got to the bottom of things on this show. All right, thanks, my guest Alan Gould. Good luck with those rest of those period of reviews. You're going to need it. Public relations. I didn't even get to that. What the fuck, Alan? What the fuck are public relations?
Okay, because I just found out about that one in a couple days.
They're just making shit up, right? They're just making shit up
No,
now.
it's the because they want to do them in batches. Because if you do one big thing, then it's just a mishmash, and you got like 20 people in a room, and nobody wants to answer a question. So it's leftover sounds bad, but I mean it's Chris Lobin. Like he's not first edition, he's not second edition, he's not organized play, but he's the guy keeping the lights on. So the guy should probably answer a question or two. So where else do you put him, right?
You give him his own special.
All you Canadians are guilty. We should have had a Canadian. All of them. We should have all the subjects of the crown. We should have all the British people and the Canadians and Australians in one show, and then we could have just ignored it like they do for North America. Being negative again. I'm sorry. Yeah, see, right, Josh. The elections are coming. The whole country. We just get ads after ads.
Oh, I'm in a state that has one of the hot races right now, Kentucky, with trying to get rid of Senator McConnell or the lady Grimes that's being funded by Obama, and I'm seeing absolutely nothing but that on the TV right now.
Yeah, it's always tough out there when you get a battleground Midwest state. Out here, the political commercials are just who could be the more generic conservative white guy. It's just, I'm white, I love guns, I love Jesus, I love kids. Like, all right, it's every commercial. It's like, I'm whiter and love more guns than that guy. And then I noticed, I guess as we get to the finish line, one commercial has a guy with his Mexican mother-in-law. The other guy has a commercial with his African grandchild that they adopted. So they trot out like these ethnic semi-family members to go, look, I'm a regular generic white guy, but look, I got a colored person. I love, you can tell they start throwing all these goofy passes there at the end, trying to get the extra votes, but it's all the same. It's all the same person. It's just
it could be worse. We're doing by-elections up here, and the guy who, if he wins his seat, is going to be premier of the province, didn't bother showing up for the debate. They stuck a pumpkin in his chair.
They just had a pumpkin on hand.
Somebody must have. It's
in the hall, in the assembly hall. They just have pumpkin. It's Canada. It's the harvest season. Just go ahead. There's a truck around back.
Yeah, but the seat's so safe that the guy doesn't even feel the need to show up for the debate.
Oh, so he was running opposed. He just disrespected.
Oh yeah, he's being opposed like 5 ways from Sunday. It's weird quirk on how ours is the guy got elected leader of the party, so he's the premier, but he doesn't have a seat yet because we swiped him from the federals or something. Bullshit. So now the guy has to run for a seat so he can actually do his damn job.
Your goofy parliamentary politics confuse me, Alan. I don't understand. You vote for parties and not offices.
No, we vote for people. Well, okay, you're supposed to vote for people, but we take lessons from you guys, and it's vote for me because I'm a member of this party, and it's like, well, who the hell are you? I don't even know who the Prime Minister of Canada is right now. I couldn't tell you one way or the other. You're not missing much. I think we bought him from Disney. He's like an animatronic dude.
And on that note, nobody cares about Canada. All right, that's it. Thank my guest, Alan Gould, Josh Sheets. We'll be back on in 2 weeks, maybe. Who knows? If we're not, I might be dead of Ebola. I might take it over to DC. It's like at the end of 12 Monkeys. That's how we're all going to die. All these Trek players. That's how we're going out. That's it. Like Greasy Ducat, I'm kicking you out of the disco pile. Good night.